Okay, there we go. Sorry guys. That was my microphone again. So every now and again it will just completely disconnect from OBS and I have to unplug it and plug it back in. But I have loads of like cable ties at the back, so I have to like go around the back of my computer and like try to follow the wire and figure out which one it is because I keep forgetting. But good morning, how's everybody doing today? I hope you had a good week. It's now the weekend, which is super exciting. Hey Doug! Hey Jogu, Zolly, Chihuahua, Angel, Alpha, Sapphire, how you guys doing today? I hope that you're well. Okay, so now we're back. Oh, thank you Alpha, I washed it today. But, hey Mevix, hey Wembley, hey Tickles. You guys are all coming in. Emperor, hello. I love that cat lime emote. I can't get over it. I can't get over the fact that it has a lime on its head. It destroys me. Alright, so today. Stop the press, I washed my hair. Yeah, it's a pretty rare sight. But anyway, so today we are going to work on, there are some elements, it's more of polish, so I'm not going to do it here. But there's elements I want to polish, and I'm going to try and hold off from doing that. But I noticed that I live Booleaned this piece without except dynamic subdivision on, so there's like some faceting going on in there. And then there's some other parts I want to soften up because they're a little bit too sharp. All that other stuff. There's quite a lot that I want to do in terms of polish. But instead of doing that, I'm going to do some actual building. So we're going to remake, let's get a list. Do I have any post-it notes? I do not. Oh my god. Sticky notes. I love this thing. Okay. So we want to redo the water barrel. Then we have to make the clips. So that's the, oops, caps, wrong way around. So you have to make the clips that go all the way around because I need to make that. That's like the last piece that I only have a block in for and I haven't done anything. So let's do that. Let's make sure that we have, hey, come to me, come on tissue. There we go. So that's the only thing that I have left that I need to like actually build. So we're gonna do that today and then let's go to, like I want to soften this part up as well because that Boolean I did last week I didn't soften the edge so it's really sharp. It could bake okay but I don't think it's going to bake very well. So yeah, we're gonna rebuild that part and then I want to put holes that go through these two pieces here so then the nozzle can go through and go through into this. So rather than leaving that just flat, I might actually make a hole. I've not decided quite yet, but we'll see as we go. I like to have a general idea and then wean out the details as I go. Gotta get that high res for baking. That coffee's looking rather weak. I did exercise today and yesterday and I'm dying and I think I need water. Coffee is not what I need in my system right now. Whew. But anyway. Just really gonna quickly wipe my nose off screen. You got some high-res topology, the mesh too. Thing is, when you said damn girl, you got some high-res topology, I was about to break down like technical speak and be like, yeah, well when you have a high-res mesh, the topology doesn't matter and then we're gonna retopologize it, bake that down, turn it into a texture, use the normal maps to transfer the same information from the high to the low, so in the end the game res version isn't really gonna change, this doesn't matter. But then I just realized that that's a snazzy line. I was like, too naive. Far too naive. A little unsure how it looks on the reference image, but shouldn't the opening of the waterfall be at the center? Yes, that's why we're going to rebuild it. You got it, Chihuahua. Because originally I was going to have this higher, so it was going to sit much higher on the piece, like here. But then I didn't like the balance of how it looked from the front, so I've removed it. Still interested in the process though. Okay, sweet. Should I worry about n-gons in my high poly model? Only if they're on a curved surface, but no, not really, doesn't matter. N-gons are very handy when it's on a flat surface. I love them there because then I don't have to like figure out my edge loops. I can just be like, whoa, it's okay, n-gon, whoa. But normally on curved surfaces or form changes, n-gons can really screw you up. But on flat surfaces, pretty much anything goes. Triangles, n-gons, circles, pentagons, all that, pentagrams, all of it goes. It all goes on flat surfaces, doesn't matter. Hey Bodeki, how's it going? Rodeska, you need to change your name from being black. I can never see it on my chat. How you doing today? Alright, so what should we do first? Let's do the part where let's rebuild this. This is probably the easiest thing to remake. So I'm gonna really quickly... It's not black, it's purple. Oh, it's black for me. I can never see it. Hey Mike, how you doing? Splatoon gun? Yes. Good spot. Yeah, it's black for me. I can't see that. So I keep going. I have to like, you in real spec, I always have to like highlight your names because I can't see who it is. Let's actually... This does have subdivisions, but still quite low, quite high, sorry. So to do this, you can actually now use, what's it called? I don't have it installed. I used to have it. I've forgotten what it's called. Somebody please remind me. There is a way that you can just export switch in and out between Maya and ZBrush really easily, but I don't have it installed because it didn't work for Maya 2015, so I uninstalled it, but apparently it works again. So I can use that, but I don't have it installed right now. Gauze, there we go. Thank you so much. Gauze. I don't have Gauze installed or set up, so. Too slow. Oh, man. This might take a little while. Look how tiny it is. But there it is. Okay. When you export as an OBJ, no idea why when it's a really high res mesh, it like splits every face for some reason, but it just does. But that's okay, because we're just gonna use it as a size reference. There you go, now you're purple, now I can see you. Okay. So I'm gonna make this quite low, because I don't like it being so high, so I'm gonna 12. Although I'm probably gonna lose a lot of form. Yeah. All right, let's go back up to 18, because I don't wanna lose too much volume when I subdivide it. Rotate that. I need to make a button for this. Oop. Make sure I'm in move. There we go. So I'm just gonna make it roughly about the same. Yeah. Hey Stitchmark, turn off groups and then export and it won't split it like that. Oh, right, okay. So I want this to be thicker. So I'm gonna grab these, scale these in. I've had it with stuff that's not ZBrush though, where you export into Maya and it's like, nah, I don't want to. Maybe a tiny bit of an offset. Let's just go like 0.05. What are you doing, Dorian? Getting in the way when I'm trying to type a number. Because it's so small, I have to make these values like ridiculously small, but that's not too bad. Okay, and then I want to make one bigger than the other because I don't... Excuse me. Quoting somebody who was qualified to make that joke. Hey Steven, how you doing? Alright, so I'm gonna kind of pull this up so it's more of a softer edge, and then we're gonna offset it. Then we're gonna extrude it again. Actually, might want to make that a bit smaller. Maybe. Just snap to that vert, then snap to that one, and then scale it. How big is it there? Okay. Make sure nothing else is selected. And then I'm going to delete that. I think that's okay. So what are you doing in Maya are things which ZBrush is capable of now. You're just more accustomed to using Maya than ZModeler. Yeah, so the way that ZModeler and Maya work are still modeling, but the workflow is very different, and I feel like what the names of certain tools do is very different, and for me, it's much easier for me to do it in Maya. Well, it's much faster. I'm trying to learn ZModeler, but I'm still not really accustomed to it, so I try not to use it on the stream too much because it's a lot of struggling for me. So there are some people who are like super fast at that stuff, but I'm just not. I'm much faster in Maya, and that's just because I spend so much time in it. Do, 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 do. Plus, ZBrush ZModeler relies on whether the face is a quad or not, whereas Maya doesn't. I can like practically like hack like bevels and stuff in that I can't do in ZModeler, or I can like add faces wherever I want. Like there's just a few things that I just find much faster in Maya for me personally. But it's all about do what you need to do to get what you need done, you know? So I'm just now fencing in some support because when you use bevel and you smooth it, bevel will kind of warp the top surface. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see, but if I delete this, it's very slight, but it'll kind of bubble a little bit, and just supporting that edge just kind of stops it from happening. We saw it on the, I'm not sure if anybody remembers, but last week on this trigger piece, it was bubbling. It kind of wasn't straight, even though the topology was straight. So when you bevel, it kind of creates that curve because it's trying to average between this vertex and this one, and then it'll just be like, whoop. So the best thing to do is kind of add the extra support to stop that from happening. Okay, and then I'm just going to take this whole thing and create an inside. And then I'm just going to invert the normals. So if we go minus, I think minus 0.1 is actually fine. And then you take all the edges, make sure I'm in modeling. For some reason it isn't my default. Mesh display, reverse, bam. Then I'm just going to take this and bevel that. That looks good to me. Hey chat, do you have this issue sometimes when you're exporting a mesh from ZBrush to Maya? In the UVs, the mesh has seams on every poly. How do you fix it? Sorry for my bad English. Was it unwrapped to begin with, Esborn? Because if you don't use gauze, it'll just kind of ruin all of that stuff. There's a few settings. So yeah, tool export, turn off group. That's for the UVs. That's not for the UVs. The best thing that I would say to do is to use stuff like gauze, because it doesn't destroy your UVs and it doesn't destroy like your mesh, your point order of your vertices. I might make the inner side which of your names besides Unicorn Dev do you have highlighted? Can we use to get your attention? I assume Uni, but what about Shay? At Unicorn Dev is probably the only way that it'll highlight for me. If you want to definitely get my attention. Just gonna slide that instead. So sometimes I miss it when people say like at ZBrush or at Pixelogic, because I don't see that, but yeah. But basically when you export from ZBrush, it deletes that stuff. But I think that's why, that I only know that it destroys the point order of your vertices because I was using it to make blend shapes, and if you don't use gauze, it'll ruin the point order of your blend shapes. So, or you can use blend shape master, which is in ZBrush as well, because I had to do it for a job. There's like export layers as blends or something. Yeah, Maya blend shapes. So you have to export it as a blend shape, otherwise if you just export it as an FBX or an OBJ, it destroys that information. So, plus OBJs normally don't keep that kind of information anyway. But yeah, I would use gauze. If you don't already have it installed, you can install it from their website. So, on a more attention. Hey Miguel, how you doing? On a more important note, what about a Dorian butt emote? I could put it on Discord, but I don't have enough sub points on my channel to do stuff like that, unfortunately. Where are we going? Maya. Alright. I think I'm okay with that, but maybe I want it to be... Don't know if I want it to be a little bit chunkier. And maybe I want this inside part to blend a little bit easier.
so it's not a sharp edge. So you kind of have this sharp edge, well, I guess sharper, because you don't want it too sharp because then it won't bake. But you want this sharper edge across against like this smoother one. So I might take this edge. I might slide this one out a little bit, so that's a bit softer. Hey Corgazer, how are you today? Alright, cool. I think I'm not losing too much volume. So if you see here, I can see the cage of the original mesh, and then I can see the turbo smooth preview. You want to make sure you're not using too much volume, because if you do, then you're just not going to have a good representation of the shape that you wanted originally. So I'm not losing too much. Let's export that. And I'm going to call this barrel low. And then bring it in here. So import. Bam. Alright, so we have some changing to do. But that'll just be the cage around the barrel. So I'm going to make the barrel a bit bigger. And then put it about here. And then use dynamic to kind of subdivide that. Not sure if I want to bring it up again, but then bring this whole piece up. Just trying to look at the proportions of the reference. And this piece does look quite high. So maybe I just shoved everything too low. So if I grab these. And bring these up. And then bring the nozzle up. I think that would work. Okay. Don't mind me asking what's the cage for. The cage, I just call it a cage, is basically just showing you the topology of the low-res mesh. Because when I go into Maya, this is a low-res mesh, but if you press 3, it does a turbo smooth preview for you. So if you turbo smoothed it, that's what it would look like, but with the resolution of the low-res. So if you click 2, you can see the volume of the low-res mesh. So you can see if you're losing too much, and it's kind of like a cage in a way. So that's what I mean by the cage. Alright, I'm gonna grab that and then go to masking, grow mask a couple of times, sharpen it. Okay, just test. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm just gonna shrink it one time though. Alright, cool. I'm down with that. Okay. So I'm just going to try and line that up.
Hey Yasin, how you doing? I'm doing good, thank you. You do a gun chewing gum balloon? Are you doing a gun chewing gum? Do you mean like a gum gun? I keep pressing the wrong thing. There we go. Okay. When are you gonna model another male character? Another? One day. One day. I think it's because like my male, Gully's male. Gully is male. That counts, right? Do you mean a human? The creatures count. I don't have a male character, I guess human character, on my list right now. And that's only because I haven't found a male character that I'm totally into. I have on risky business opening up Pinterest without knowing what's going to be on it. So I have a whole bunch of stuff that I've kind of collected that I like, but a lot of them are like creatures, I guess. So yeah, I've not found anything that totally like floats my boat. Because I don't know, I just don't find a lot of male characters that have a really intriguing design. These ones do. I love all of these. I think these are all amazing. But I don't have like a big plan. I really want to do this, but then Shardbound's obviously already done it, so I don't want to do a terrible version of what's already out there, you know? But I just like that he's got really practical armor on. The Witcher thing I wanted to do, but Luke's really busy with an art course right now, so he won't be designing it anytime soon, so. But yeah, that was going to be a male Witcher. But I really like this guy. Once again, he's a creature, but I love him. He's so cool. But yeah, I don't find a lot that I'm into. This is cool, but it's just Geralt. What would you suggest for learning clothing? I had a book that's called Dynamic Wrinkles that's really good. But what part of clothing? Like, is it creases or is it like clothing design or? We also, we do also the look development for that gun. The look development. Do you mean, am I gonna do the full game res version? I'm not quite sure what you mean, Miguel, I'm sorry. Will you do also the look development? Tension, draping patterns and style. Well, dynamic, where is it? So there's this book by Bern Hogarth, and Hogarth is amazing. But it's called Dynamic Wrinkles and Drapery. He basically talks about where creases will be in different places and why, depending on tension, cloth thickness, all that stuff. He talks about all of this. His drawings are ridiculously overdone in a way. The wrinkles look kind of crazy. But it's very, very, very good in terms of reference. So his drawings are mental, like, but it's a really good book. But when it comes to style and patterns, just look at actual fashion. Like that's the only thing I can really say. When it comes to style, have Pinterest boards or reference folders where there's stuff that you like. Did you buy that Japanese ZBrush book? No, I haven't actually. Okay. Let's do... Because the neck isn't long enough. Oop, wrong thing. Okay, we'll take this piece and this piece. And then I'm just going to Boolean a cylinder through them. You're not really going to see it, I guess, but it might just be cool to do. So let's turn off this visual. Where is my barrel? There we go. With book development, I mean game version. Okay, sweet. Yeah, no, I will be doing game res. All the game res stuff will be done on my own channel, though. Make sure I'm on the right one. Insert. Virulent. What? Spherinder? Nah, man, that's too new age for me. So I got that in the right place. Got a cylinder. Currently balancing a sword on my head, which life choices lead me to this point. I've lost what you guys are saying. I'm completely lost. Completely gone. Alright. Let's duplicate this, put it underneath the other one, make this a start group, that start group. Okay. Live Boolean. Make this subtractive. Bam! Bam, 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 bam. It's looking pretty good.
Dynamic that as well. Okay, I'm cool with that. So make sure dsubdiv is on. Make Boolean mesh. That now goes into its own thingy. Why don't you model all of it in ZBrush instead of Maya? Because I use what I want to use because I'm faster at one thing than the other. All right, cool. Now I'm going to DynaMesh that so I can get soft edges. So we're going to go to 900, DynaMesh. Yeah, it's all just about what are you fastest at, you know? Especially when it comes to game development. There's so many different ways of doing something. There'll be so many people who do it different ways. And like I've said before, some people can model this stuff ridiculously fast in ZBrush, and that's amazing, and I think that they're wizards. But with me, who's come from a 3ds Max and Maya background, I want to be able to nail ZModeler, I really do, but some of the stuff goes against what my workflow is in that software, and I just find it much faster, especially when, if I'm on the ZBrush channel, you know. I don't want to say that, oh, this is how you do this, and then really struggle with ZModeler on the channel, because that would suck. So I want to make sure that I'm doing it right, and that I'm giving you guys the right stuff. Okay. And it's all just about what you're best at, really, and using that in the smartest way possible. ZBrush can do loads of stuff with hard surface. With ZModeler and live Booleans now, it can do crazy good stuff. Like, once it's all just about learning the tool at the end of the day. Once you've learned the tool, you can do it at amazing efficiency. But I switch in and out. Like, I'll do most of it in ZBrush, but some shapes I'll just make in Maya because I'm just much faster. And that's all. That's just my workflow. I mean, the previous weapon that I made completely in Maya. I just did it the subdivision workflow. I didn't use ZBrush at all, so this is quite a new thing for me. Gonna divide it up. So somebody gave a tip on YouTube that if I project it at a lower subdivision first, then I'll have better results. So let's do that. Let's try that. And then we go up to the highest and then we project it again. Perfect. No more software wars. Oh yeah, totally. There's no point really in software wars because one person will like something more than the other person, and that's fine. You're all allowed to use what you want to use. Those noises are Kes gonna do them for you. Was your last gun Felts? Yes, Felts I made completely in Maya, and it took a really, really, really long time. Like a ridiculously long amount of time. Because I was doing it the long way. We want this one. Let's save it first before I delete anything. Thank you, Raichu. The reason is because somebody's already said that, and I was like, I washed it. That's the secret. I washed it.
I missed your last crit day. Yeah, man, it was on Wednesday. Oh yeah, and I need to add a little divot in here as well. Okay, let's insert a sphere. Don't have to divide that up too much, but I forgot. It's like a little piece. That kind of sits like here. And it kind of does that, so we'll have to put this in here. Do, 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 do. My hair looks like a nest that fell out of a tree. Dude, that's me like most days. One day when I don't have to sell my blood to pay for Max, I'll buy a tablet in ZBrush. The one day I don't have to sell my firstborn and my secondborn's soul to the devil to be able to afford Maya, then I'll buy myself something that's not ramen noodles. Oh my god. Yeah, we're gonna do it every week now, Rodeska. So you gotta get on that. Everything gets dynamic subdivs. I love this thing, by the way. Never used it before. R8, even though I know it was an R4. No, sorry. Even though it was an R7, never used it, and it's amazing. I can probably turn down how much I'm subdividing that. No, I can't. There we go. That's fine. You can always model a steak and 3D print it. Did you know that you can 3D print organs? That's a thing. Alright, so I think I'm okay with that, actually. It's not like live Booleans. It's basically you can subdivide stuff without adding subdivision levels, and it's just much easier on your PC. And then you can just say apply at the end, and then it just applies that to subdivision levels. It's really good. So it's kind of like, you know how I said in Maya that I can preview the turbo smooth? That's basically what it is. It's like a preview. So really, really good. I love it. But if you're live Booleaning, if you're using, I keep saying Booleaning in. If you're going to be using live Boolean, make sure that you check desubdiv, because otherwise it won't accept the subdiv when it Booleans it, and it'll be really low poly, so. Accidentally turned on dynamic subdiv when it first came out, and I was like, why does my sculpt feel like putty? Never used it again. It's really helpful with hard surface stuff, but it's very helpful to have a button so you can actually see if you've accidentally pressed it or not, because all you have to do is press D. So, all right, so check that. We're gonna do make Boolean mesh. I'm pretty happy with the way that that looks. And then go to the U mesh, and there it is, looking sexy. Set this to 900 again, because that's my magic number for this project. Save it. Why wasn't my meshes sent? I have no idea why. Automod was just like, yeah, no. All right, I'll keep an eye out for that. Ugh. Oh yeah, it's a temporary thing until you accept it. Yeah, that's right. So it's just a preview. All right, so make sure symmetry is on. Meow. I'm just gonna smooth this out a bit. Oh no, did it not work? No, it didn't do it. DynaMesh didn't happen. I didn't press the button. That's why. Doo-doo. Okay, now it's done it. Doo-doo. Smooth that stuff out. And then I'm going to DynaMesh it again because I've got some little kind of nibblies going on, of which I give different names every time I see them. And when I'm smoothing, I'm holding down shift and then letting go because I'm smoothing out the topology rather than smoothing just the surface. It's really good when you got tight spaces like this. Smooth that out. Oh, itchy eye. Yeah, I have to accept it on auto mod. Sorry about that, Raichu. It has trigger words, but I'm not quite sure what the trigger words were in your message, like, at all. Okay, DynaMesh that again. Subdiv is a bad word. It is a bad word, you guys. Ooh, ooh, ruined it. Careful with what you say on Twitch. Hard surface modeling is too hard for Twitch. Duplicate that. Hide it. ZBrush about 0.2. Can save it before I do it. Subdivide. I'm calling the police. What is this piece? This is a... I'm calling this... Well, we've said it's a stand, but I'm also calling it an ink catcher. But we're basically making a Splatoon fan art gun because I'm excited about the game that I will never play. Plus, ooh, Senua's Sacrifice comes out soon. I'm so, I want to play that game so bad. It looks so great. It looks amazing. I'm like the biggest fangirl of that game ever. I've been watching all of the dev blogs, just like destroying myself, waiting for it. It's been like 2 years, just like at YouTube, like when is their next video? I'm so excited. And it's not even that I'm like super excited for the game itself. I'm super excited about what the dev team has made and how they've done it and what they're doing, right? Like that's what makes me so excited about it, because like they only have a really small budget. They're like 12 people or something. So Ninja Theory themselves are working on something else. This is like a small team within Ninja Theory that are doing this game, and they want to make this little indie game, and they're having lots of fun, and they think like, oh, we don't have enough money for like 3D scanning, so we have to make our own 3D scanner. How are we gonna do that? Like, man, watching them figure that stuff out is amazing. And they've made some insane tech as well on like a really low budget. It's insane. Very, very excited. Which game? Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. It looks immense. Will you add a sexy squid girl to the gun? We can do a little keychain of one. We definitely could. My PC can't run it and I don't have a PlayStation 4. I have a PlayStation 4, I'm so excited. I don't know whether to get it on PC or PlayStation. I can't decide. PC would be better for streaming, but PlayStation would be more fun because I get to sit on my couch. I don't know. I don't know what to play it on, but I want to play it on something. Can I be the sexy squid girl though? Dude, I want to put Pearl on it. Pearl is my life. Alright, cool. That projected good. So let's delete that and then we can append it to our thingy. There we go. Can I go to your home and play it? Of course. Come over. Come over for lunch. Just don't delete my save, okay? We're good. Now they have holes that you're not gonna see. Look at that. Can't even tell. It's beautiful. I'll know though. I'll know that they're there. Can I have a lap pillow? Of course. You can sit on your couch with your PC too. Nah, I can't get my couch in here. What's your PSN? We can be friends. I don't know it off the top of my head. I think it's still Unicorn Dev, to be honest. But I don't have PlayStation Live, so I play on Luke's account because he used to have PlayStation Live. He doesn't anymore. He probably will when Destiny comes out, though. Hey Mona, how you doing? And your dreams tease you. Man. Okay. I like how sometimes it like flickers like that. I bet you guys hate it. What is this inside the tube that's in the center? This? Ooh, we could make the ink that goes inside. Ooh. Ooh. We'll never see it though. Can't remember how to do transparent in the viewport. I don't think you can. I know Troy has a hack for it. Troy's done it before, but I keep forgetting to ask him. So I'll have to do the ink another time because I definitely want it to be kind of see-through. Okay, we need to add this piece onto this piece. But I'm not happy with the thickness of these. I want to make it a little bit thinner. So hopefully I can just squidge them up. There we go. Because I saw the 3D model. Someone sent me that. They had like a really good image of the 3D model and I've lost it. Oops. No. I guess I don't have it. I thought I put it in here. Apparently I haven't. A hack of what? Oh, Troy did a hack for see-through matte caps in viewport without you having to render it. I forgot how he did it. He did it for the glasses for Master M. Sometimes I get stuck in this rotation loop in ZBrush. No matter how hard I try, I can't rotate to the position I want because it keeps snapping back. Are you holding down shift when you're doing it? Because that's basically what... it's not a hack, it's a fiddle. No, yeah, but I call it a hack because you have to kind of do a thing to get it to do it. That's not like standard. So I know it's not a hack. I know he's not hacking the mainframe. Sometimes I hold shift when I'm trying to snap, but it'll snap to the cam where I want it, and then somehow snap back to the position. I have no idea what's going on, I'm sorry. Sounds like you let go of the shift button earlier than the move button. I have no idea what to suggest to you, I'm sorry. Woo! Oh, I forgot I didn't bevel anything. Could go around and just crease everything. And we could just try that out. I wonder if I can remove a crease using CModeler. Ooh, actually, we could just do a polygroup one. We can just crease by polygroup, actually. So what we can say is go to polygroups and then group by normal. Nice. And then we can say crease by that. That would be good. So turn dynamic back on. Crease polygroup border. There you go. That works. And then I'll probably go in and smooth a couple of things out. Like just kind of do smooth everywhere. Do, 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 do. Nah, I think I'll just DynaMesh it. Because I don't want that to be quite that harsh. Lower the crease level to make it smoother, okay. Still not quite getting that soft look that I'm looking for. I've got something much closer. But I'm not quite getting what I'm after. So might go in and crease these as well. I was just because I'm just getting something a bit funny in those parts as well, so just do that quickly by hand. But I'm just not getting the look I want, even if the crease is softer. It's just I'll probably go in and DynaMesh it and smooth it out by hand. But it's a bit closer. Okay. No, I don't like polish by features. I don't like what it gives me. Never have really. But I think that's good enough. I can just go through and just fix a couple of things up. Probably also need a edge loop all the way down here just to help that. See, that already looks a lot better because it's not trying to average between this point to this point here. So just adding an edge loop support means that when it averages the vertices, it doesn't travel as far. So that already looks a lot better. And then I'll probably go this way as well. It's just about adding support for that. There we go. That looks way better. Wonder what doing it up there does. Oh, okay. So yeah, just needed some support. So I'm going to apply that. Engines to full. Did you finish Milo? No, I've not finished Milo. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do for Milo in terms of like anatomy that I need to fix. So I hope that Miori is... I've not talked to her about it actually, but I hope she's not upset that I'm not working on it right now. But yeah, it's just because there's a lot of anatomy stuff I want to practice and some hair stuff. That's it's another reason why I'm doing hair studies right now, because that hair is like ridiculous. Ridiculously hard to try and sculpt. So I want to do some practices before doing that, because that's quite a big piece. And she wants to 3D print it as well, so I want to make sure that it's good. Okay, so pretty happy with that. I'm going to... Maybe we could put the hole through it as well for the string. I think that would be cute, but let's just... So this already has low subdivisions, but I want to DynaMesh the two things together, so we'll delete lower. Delete lower on that too. Gonna save it first. If you'd like to take Mike Pav's place and stream like he does, how would you do it? What do you mean? If you would have to take Mike Pav's place and stream like he does, how would you do it? Oh, do you mean like it being a planned lesson? I wouldn't. I don't know. I'm not that kind of person. I like to keep things quite casual and answer questions as they come and just work on my stuff. I'm not a teacher by any stretch of the word. So yeah, I don't think personally that I would. And to be honest, like Mike does such an amazing job of it. Like, why would I try to get in on that, you know? But yeah, I don't think I would. If someone was like, would you like to take his place? I'd be like, no. Do you just mean stream? Do you mean like just stream when he was gonna stream? Or do you mean like somebody said, we want you to do what he does? Because I would probably say no. Oh, if you would become Mike Pavlovich. Oh. I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea how to answer that. Sorry. When will the weapon end? So I think I have pretty much, how long have we been going for? An hour? I can pretty much get the high poly finished today or next stream, because there might be some details I want to add to it. And then I have to do the retop, which normally takes about a day.
to do depending on the complexity, and because it's all hard surface, the complexity is quite high. I find organic stuff much easier to retop than hard surface. So I have to retopo it, and then I have to unwrap it, which only takes like a few hours. Once again, depending on complexity, but because it's hard surface, unwrapping is actually easier because I can just planar map everything, which is beautiful. And then texturing takes quite a while for me, and that's only because not on professional work. Professional work doesn't take very long at all. My personal work, I like to take a long time because I like to add lots and lots and lots of polish to it. I highly polish my personal work for ridiculous amounts of time. So texturing takes a few days. If we were to say actual work days, not stream days, because stream days, then it takes about a couple of weeks to do. But work days doesn't take very long. It's like a couple of days. But yeah, I think typically for my last freelance job, to get one full character done, I spent 2 days on the high poly sculpt, 1 day on unwrapping and retopoing it, and then because she had hair cards, spent another day doing hair cards, so that includes textures and building the cards, and then I spent 2 days texturing. So on average, it can take, I think I pitched them like 5 days. It can take me like 5 to 10 days to do a stylized character in a professional setting, because then I'm not distracted. But, woo. All right, so now I'm going to duplicate that, hide it. I'm just going to do what we did last time. Oh my god, Pato with that emote, it's hilarious. But yeah, guys, if you ever want to learn ZBrush, Mike Pavlovich is one of the people who has like the most resources. Gully took about 6 months, but that's personal life. Because I took about a month and a half to move house. I didn't work on him. And then I worked on a couple of other things at the same time. So I started working on Milo at the same time. But the high poly took me about a month to do. So the sculpt was finished in a month. And then everything else is what took a long time. So yeah, Gully took about 6 months altogether. I don't remember Milo. Milo's not finished. Milo is still a work in progress. It's gonna slow down the PC, I'm sorry. Hopefully it doesn't crash. I keep saying I'm gonna clean out my PC. Hey! Okay, let's have a look how that looks. And that looks pretty good to me. Probably gonna smooth out this edge a little bit. But we're all good. Sweet. So let's delete this. Turn all of this back on. All right. So that piece is finished. All we have to do now is this clip piece, which I have reference for because I stole that from a grenade launcher.
where are you? There it is. So yeah, we got to build this top piece that goes around. And yeah. So we have this piece connects to it because that turns. So we'll make the big bar, which looks like it's a shape. Oh, I still haven't downloaded Joe's thing, so I'll just have to do this. So this from the top looks like it's a shape kind of like this. So it's quite simple, and then it's got the other bar shapes that kind of go through it. And then those have the clips attached, and then that's what attaches to the barrel. So we'll have to do that top piece first, but then it looks like it also attaches to this bunny ear. And I know it's not a bunny ear, it's a sight, but I'm calling it the bunny ear. So that also attaches to the back of the bunny ears and goes down the back. So what I'm gonna do is let's build the top part first. Always wish I'd been around for FL. I love that model so much. It reminds me of Square Enix stuff. Oh man, I'm so glad. But I was trying to do a mixture between like Final Fantasy and stylized realism kind of look for that. So I'm glad that you got Square Enix from that. But that project was a very long project, and I'm pretty sure you would not have enjoyed being around for the streams for that, because that project took about 10 months. So that took a very long time. We redid FL so many times as well, so I feel bad for whoever stuck around for that, because I didn't stop. Bunny ears attaches to the nozzle bone, the thigh bone connects to the handle thingy. I love it. Okay, so let's rebuild it. Oops. Okay. Just gonna close some of these because I don't need them anymore. When you're waiting for feedback on your ArtStation submission before you can carry on, but no one's really giving any. If no one's giving any, don't wait, I guess. I would just keep going. I wouldn't be hanging around waiting for other people. Okay, so I'm gonna build that shape the lazy way. Meow. Meow. What are you doing, Dorian? Hola. What? What's wrong with you?
This is what I like using live booleans for, rather than actually building the shape, just kind of cut it out. I think that's fun. What are you doing? I have no idea what you're doing. I don't know what you want. Hey, Menthol, I'm doing good. How are you? I'll be carrying on. Oh, why? Now he's gonna leave. Now he's just left. Just wanted to stand on me and meow at me for a bit. The cat tree thing is in the other room now. Ooh. Okay. I think I'm okay with that. So I'm just gonna sculpt the blend when I DynaMesh these two pieces together. Okay. And then I'm just gonna take this shape and duplicate it because I need it again, but not at the same size. So we can kind of just make it like this. Mirror and weld it. And then just make it a little bit longer. So it kind of looks like that, I think. Obviously needs food. It doesn't get fed for another 3.5 hours. Did you actually match your hair color to fit your cat on purpose? I wish. It used to be purple and it's just faded to gray. But now I can like live my destiny of being a crazy cat lady if we match. The back one looks wider, but I don't want to line it up directly. I might make the front one wider. So they're both not exactly the same. Right, I'm just gonna, this is, my fringe is annoying me. It's going away. There we go. Oh, and then this other annoying thing turns up. What? This is my life, you guys. Well, if you come sit down, everything will be fine. Yeah? No? Okay. Now he's gonna leave, and then he's gonna come back and meow at me again. He's basically going between Luke and I, just meowing. You're gonna get fed for another 3.5 hours.
We're wrong, obviously.
We're obviously wrong, yeah. He's decided it's now.
Yeah,
He's like, excuse me, can you feed me now, though? Doo-doo.
Don't know if I want them to be straight down like that. I'm trying to think whether I want to slant it or not, and I think I do. I think that looks a bit more interesting, huh? Yeah? If you eat, you'll see what, you'll see that you stop crying and go to sleep. Nah, if we feed him when he cries, then it just makes things way worse for us. Because then it just encourages the crying. Okay. So... I'm not quite what these... I know they're little squares, but I'm not quite sure about how in detail I want to make that shape. I haven't made a sketch of it anywhere, so I haven't planned it out. But I've seen something that looks like that before, but I can't think in my head exactly what the shape is, so... I might just make it a copy of these, but then like kind of rotate it. So if I kind of duplicate that, turn off symmetry, and just do like a smaller version, kind of like that. I think that's kind of what it looks like. Is that a plug that you're using for moving and scaling? No, this is ZBrush R8. It's called the gizmo. You can switch between transpose and the gizmo by pressing Y. Do something like that, I think. Kind of want to make that a bit thinner. It's a bit too thick, I think. Thick. Okay. The new gizmo is nice as long as you don't feed it after midnight. Oh, snaps, yeah. Because then you'll get too many of them. Can you duplicate one piece? Yes, of course you can. Oops, I split it wrong. Okay. Hey YOLO, how you doing? I'm not sure if these are wide enough to be able to actually hold it. Dorian, can you decide what you want to do, please? Okay. I don't like them being both similar colors. Right, that'll do for now. I'll come back and readdress the proportion stuff for it in a minute. Not sure about this piece now. I might make it more straight down. Let's try. So I'm gonna save it first, but I don't think I want to use that slanted piece anymore because it just looks a bit strange. So hey, Accelerator. I wonder if those top pieces need to be a little bit wider. Maybe I'm looking at the concept and they're still pretty close to this middle piece. I mean, they've made them chunkier on top in the final. But it's still pretty close. But it looks like on their version, they made this piece the smaller piece, and then they made this piece the wider piece. So I'm just going to swap those two around. Kind of like that. Then I'm gonna grab actually. I need to group split these first. Split, group split. Okay. Hey Harry, how you doing? What have I got selected? Have I selected something else? Huh. I must have something else selected if it's doing that. Okay. And then I'm going to redo this part, so I don't really like that anymore. Might change my mind and just make it a straight up down. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Something kind of like that. And then this piece, oh, I've got the positions of some stuff wrong. I think this should be higher, which means that the circle's now in the wrong place. And then this should be lower. Because this is supposed to clip to the top of this, so I've gotten the circle in the wrong place. Damn it. That's okay, we can try to change this, so... we can give it a go at least. Be like, ugh. This one will be a bit easier to move. Move those a bit further back. Okay. Happy with that. All right. I don't want to have to Boolean them again. Because I already Booleaned it and then ZBrushed it and then all that extra stuff, so that's not really an easier or more flexible way of doing it. Because I've already done that whole process, so it was actually much faster just to move them. In my opinion, anyway. Because I already did live Boolean and accepted all of that stuff, so. Okay. So. Let's try and get this clip to go down this way. So it has to go down the back of this. Oh, it's next week, Harry. It's not tomorrow. I'm sorry. I am going to be streaming tomorrow on my own channel, but it will be early in the morning because Luke doesn't wake up till late and I wake up really early. So I thought that before we leave, I would do a really early stream in the morning. For like an hour or so, maybe 2, I don't know. But yeah, so there's no, it's next Sunday, sorry, because this Sunday is my birthday weekend, so I should have asked Luke first before making plans, but we want to do stuff, so sorry. Gonna itch my neck though. Ooh. Oh, it looked like you were gonna bite me, Dorian. Dorian's just sat on my lap right now. How early we talking? Probably something like 8 or 9. Coffee and breakfast it is? Yeah! So you'll get to have breakfast together, that would be nice. This is now the cat stream. ZBrush channel will now be taken over by my cat. All who oppose, please leave. Because this is all this is going to be now. Hey. 8 or 9 on your bike. I wake up that early every day. Let's do it this way. He's gonna hate it, but this is how you have to work around your cat. You can't just do stuff normally. All right. So now I'm gonna take this shape. What's this called? I don't know what this is called. I'm gonna call it a cage. Once again, if you use gauze, this would be super fast, but I don't have it installed yet. And he's gone, so we can put this back up. Cage. Ah, damn it, did it by groups again. Ah, Angel, I hope you have fun at the pub. Okay, and then what did we say? We say it goes up that way. Wrong tool. Okay. Oop. So I'm just going to bevel these edges, so I'm just going to do this to make it a bit easier, because I'm going to round them off. Cool. Grab that one, grab that one. Gonna bevel it. Not quite to that extent. Turn the fraction down. Maybe something like that looks pretty cool. Just gonna up the segments so it's nice and soft. I'm going to do a smaller one on here because I don't want it to be too crazy. Maybe like that. Cool, that looks good to me. So, this attaches, looking at ZBrush, it can't just go obviously straight the way through. So we need to attach it to the site. But I'm not sure if that's the best way to do it, because then that means that the site can't come off. So I've got to think of the best way to attach this and still feel like this barrel can come out. Have to do some thinking. Hey Zach, how you doing today? Ah, thank you, Seagull. SolidWorks is much better. Is that modeling? Yeah, it's CAD. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's your opinion. If you prefer to use that, then that's up to you. I'll be there to give you cake bits. Okay. So, I need to think about how this is going to reload. Because some of the stuff I've put in doesn't really make sense on how it's going to move. So for example, if I'm going to have this piece here, it looks like it rotates in and out. But why is the question? So this piece here looks like it rotates out this way, but why would it do that? I just did it because the model I looked at had it. Then I guess we could say that this piece moves like from here, because that kind of looks like that can move up that way. And then it can come from the top, maybe. So we can say that's how it reloads. So we only need a clip that goes on the back of this piece that looks like it can come off. It does have a bar underneath the barrel that'll hold it in, don't worry. Which I'm thinking the bar underneath, because with this it looks like it's the bar underneath that slides out, so. But then with the design of the Splat Gun, it looks like this piece moves. Because of this here. The time zone is UK time zone. Which, So let's say this top part is fixed, even though it would be easier to reload the gun from the bottom. Because imagine trying to carry that, hold that big thing and like put it in the top. It'd be easier if it went through. Oh, in Splatoon, you actually don't reload. You go into the ink and then you absorb the ink and that's how you reload. So it doesn't actually like reload. But yeah, they don't actually reload. We were looking at ones of how, what was it? We looked at the videos of how grenade launchers actually reload. But in the world of Splatoon, you kind of fill it back up with ink. You don't change the whole barrel. Okay, I have an idea. If we grab this piece, let's make the bottom a bit longer. And then we'll make them both look like they can move. So we'll clip one to the back and one to the bottom. Just gotta make room for that. See, I thought it was GMT, but then there was this one time where I had to get the time right with Ryan and be like, oh yeah, I can totally do that time, and then it just did not work. Okay, let's clip this to the top and then clip the other one to the bottom. I think that's going to be the way to do it. What do you want the hand not pulling the trigger to hold? It'd be the underneath. They'd probably hold it from this point, right? Because if you hold it and then like that, I guess. I'm not sure if I'm happy with how different those two beveled edges are. It looks a bit funny. Maybe I'll... you can make it one piece that has an open circle to fit the barrel. That's probably harder. Maybe we could actually. I wouldn't see it very easy to get this. If we had to take this whole part out and replace it, if we had it go around, it wouldn't be very easy to like get this slotted back in, you know? I don't know. Just replace this one. Cage. All right, almost fit it. Very close though. Is there a new version of ZBrush out, or is that a dev build? This is a new version. It's called 4R8. Just go boop. Yep, I'm gonna grab this. Alright, I have to make the circle bigger. I have to go on a really low subdivision. Does anybody know a fix for this? What is this? So it's either that your normals aren't smoothed, but I'm guessing you've done that already. A suggestion would be to delete those faces and then bridge them back up or fill the hole, because sometimes it's just an error, especially if it's in Maya. Sometimes this stuff just happens and it won't go away. So you can reset your normals to face and then smooth them out again, or you can delete those faces and rebuild them. Because sometimes when I have that error and it just won't go away, rebuilding the face just works. Or if the normals are inverted, maybe. Sometimes that's a thing. I accidentally extruded the faces and noticed it later. Oh, then maybe there's two faces on top of each other. I don't know why, but that lower half makes me think of a Smurf's face. What, of this? Or of my thing? How long do we have? Okay, we have another hour. Hopefully we can get some details put on some of this stuff. Get these pieces DynaMesh together to kind of smooth some of the transitions, and then I'm gonna Boolean in a hole for this because I imagine that this clip moves. So I'm just gonna add a bit of detail in here to make it look like it moves up and down. The part of the gun you were adjusting? Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about then. Grab this one. Okay. So I'm probably gonna put something on the back of this that these can go into. Maybe they like slot in and out, I don't know. I can finally say hello now that I have Twitch. This place is coming along amazingly. Oh, thank you so much, Evening, I appreciate it. Are you from YouTube then? Okay. What else do we have to build in? I think that's it. I think that's all of our pieces replaced. You're a YouTuber? Nice! Welcome. Okay. So let's work on... Let's just move all of these to the top so they're a little bit easier to see. And we can make them their own start group so then I don't have to look at anything else. Probably going to grab this as well, actually. Move that to the top because I need to build those pieces together. So if we make this the start group, and then turn that off. So this is the piece we're going to be working on. Not a YouTuber, YouTube watcher. No, yeah, I got what you meant. Gotta stretch my back out a bit. I did this really weird exercise yesterday and my shoulders hurt so bad. You basically, like, you know when you do snow angels on the floor, but you're laying on your stomach and you have to do it with your arms without letting your arms touch the floor, and oh my god, my shoulders hurt. I'm so weak, you guys. I'm like, I keep saying to people, like, fight me, but please don't fight me. I'm like a weakling. Alright. So I think I'm going to take these pieces and DynaMesh them all together. And then leave these pieces separate. But I'm going to merge them so they're the same group. So if we... I have an idea what I want to do with these to add detail to it. So if we say first, before I do this, so we're going to call this, actually, we're going to call it Final 01 because I've got all the pieces now. Giving it another name gives me an idea of what process I started. So we can kind of call this Detail 01. So I know at this point is when I finished all of my blocking and now I'm doing detailing and kind of putting pieces together. Oh, so I'm gonna let that save. I'm gonna go in here and delete these. Hey, boy fruit, how you doing? Eat your food, you'll strengthen up in no time. Oh man, I hope we're going out for lunch. That'd be so good. I need to eat fish or something. Oh, now build everything again. Woo! Let's do it again. What would you guys like to see on the ZBrush channel when this is done, by the way? Do you want to do a character? Do you want to do more props? Because there's not a lot of prop stuff on here. I think Jonah Loeb's done a really good prop thing, but we have a lot of character art. I'm not sure, because characters are my thing anyway, but what would you guys like to see more of on the ZBrush channel? Even if I can't do it, I'm actually interested in what you guys would like to see more of on here. Shit, I fucked it up already. It's alright, I saved it. Okay. How you, Shavy? I'm doing good, thanks, boy fruit. I've had a good day so far. I went for a run and now I'm paying for it. It's a little too warm today. Other than that, I'm good. Ah, nice. Character art for games? Yeah, I know, but props count as characters. But I want to know what you guys are particularly interested in, if you get what I mean. Okay, so dynamic is on this, so we need to apply that. Dynamic is on this, and we need to apply that. Dynamic's not. Dynamic's not. Dynamic's not. Okay, cool. Fixed it. It's just because I had dynamic subdiv on some stuff, but not others. So that's what the problem was. So merge down, merge down, merge down. And then we're going to go to 1000. DynaMesh it. Do your best thing. Clothes. I'd like to see Dorian sculpting a dog. Sweet kick flips. Yep. Characters, props would be cool. Props lives matter. Okay, so characters and clothes. All right, sweet. All right, so this is all DynaMesh now. Go through and like smooth some stuff out. And then there'll be some stuff like this piece that I want to blend a little bit more than others, so I'm gonna go in and just softly kind of build that up. Just using clay polish to kind of give a surface that I can blend. Oh, Dorian's gotten off my legs, now I can sit like an actual human. Ugh. And it would be a pickup artist class. Oh, I'm good at that. I can pick up all the ladies. I can't, I'm lying. I have to make waifus. All right, cool. So I'll do some more of my character stuff then. You could use polish by features, but I always find that with polish, I never quite get the look that I'm looking for. It's always kind of adds this weird ribbed effect when it does it for me. So I don't like to use it, but choose your battles. I decided that my battle was okay if I just smooth this out by hand. Kind of don't want that to just be... When I make it low poly, I'm going to change this shape because I want it to kind of be more like that, maybe. Make it like more round. Would you recommend me dynameshing the gun or only if they need to be connected? It's up to you, really. If you need more resolution or if you want to connect two pieces, then yeah, dynamesh it. But if you can do everything that you need to do without doing it, then yeah, I would leave it, really. I dynamesh if I want to smooth out edges. Ooh, let's just grab polish. Let's just see what we can get from it. Just buff it out a little bit. So yeah, I like to use dynamesh if I've got like sharp edges and I want to smooth them out and the mesh is really low poly. That really helps. Just want to soften these a little bit more.
Sometimes young adolescents appear to enjoy utter uselessness. Give them a satisfaction they couldn't get any other way.
Didn't like that in the end. Okay. So now I'm gonna take this piece and I'm gonna duplicate, not that part. Oh, mother. Delete that. I'm gonna take these clips, I'm gonna duplicate them. Turn that off. I'm gonna turn live Boolean on. Turn that to subtractive. And I'm just gonna make like a little hole, I guess, for them. Hey January, how's it going? I've always been interested in collaborative things with artists, like someone who does an environment, a few who do characters and others do props, and kind of just make a kick-ass render from it. I think that would be amazing. I think working in collaborations with other artists is always really fun. I highly recommend it to anyone, really. Just need to make them more of an even shape. Okay. Alright, I'm okay with that, but then I want to add... I'm just going to delete them on this side though. Just delete hidden on those. Just do it on one and then copy it over. Then I want to insert a cube. Oh, let's turn off perspective because that's a bit distracting. Keep forgetting which side it is. Set that to subtractive. And then I kind of want to just add a little thing right here. It's like a tiny detail. I'm not quite sure whether it's worth sticking in or not, but it's kind of fun. Everybody has to be on the same skill level or objects will look way better than others. Yeah, but then I guess if you're working together, if you have things where it's like the skill level has to be the same, right? Then you all have the opportunity to work together to make sure that it's all the same. Do you know what I mean? Because if somebody can't keep up with the others, then you have the opportunity to kind of like share what you know, so then they can keep up, if you get what I'm trying to say. Because the whole point of a collaboration project, and I think too, for myself, is that you all help each other. You're not trying to find the best people out there. You're all helping each other to create something that's cool. I have a feeling I should have done this all before I DynaMesh the whole thing, but it's fine. I can just copy these shapes over. But yeah, I think with my collaboration projects, what I've liked about them so much is that I had Mario who could help me with the design stuff. So he helped me a lot by giving me feedback on what Gully needed and didn't need, and what looked good and what didn't look good, you know, stuff like that. I got that help and I got that advice. And then with working with the animator, Sunny, he gets help because I'm not able to give him the best advice because I'm not an animator, but I can give him some and give him some feedback, you know? Thanks, Dorian. Appreciate that. So how did I do that one? Is it just because it's not the right size? Okay, I'm just gonna group split these. So I'm just gonna focus on getting this one right. Does this rotate again? Oh, it's just not high enough, that's why. Okay. There we go, that looks way better. Okay. Come on. Okay, so now let's make this one a little bit lower. There you go. I think that looks good. Just gonna move this over a bit so it's more central. There you go. All right, cool. Happy with that. Sorry guys, that took a little bit of fiddling because I still wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do, but I think that looks pretty cool. Don't even know what it is, but it was just an idea. Everything at uni is saying, I think they're fun level up projects to work with peers. Yeah, I think if you're all willing to work together in giving advice to each other, I think it could like go well. But try, when you're doing collaborations, try to make them quite small, like don't make them too big, because then obviously some people won't be able to keep up with the commitment and you're kind of relying on other people to be able to, I guess, you're relying on other people to be able to put out, and then if they're not able to, it can be really difficult. So the bigger the project you make and the more people you involve, the more pressure there is, and then the less likely you are to succeed, I guess, unless those people are very dependable, you know? But yeah, I think you can do it. I'm gonna head out in the hot weather. Bye, Boyfriend, thank you so much for coming. Oh, what time is it? So we got half an hour left. All right, sweet. Okay, so let's take these and make sure that they're not in the group. Okay, let's accept that then. Save it first and then accept it. Hey Dog-a-Dog, how you doing today? Yeah, even if they are dependable, life happens. Yeah, it would have, I guess, like if you have somebody doing characters and environments and renders and props and all that stuff, you're depending on a lot of people to get their stuff done. And like Tickle said, like life just happens sometimes. Ooh, you know what I'm thinking I want to do? I want to add a crease down this, and I know it means like absolutely nothing, but I want to do it. So let's insert a sphere, and I'm just gonna make it really like not even important. I'm just gonna put it over there. So this is just so then I can use the tube brush. So just put it there, they don't matter. And then I'm gonna do this. Nope, okay. Doesn't seem to want to do it. maybe I could just straight up do it on here. Yep. Cool. And then stop that, please. I think I'm having that camera thing. Was that the camera thing, Pickles? Because I have no idea how to fix that. Yeah, actually I don't need this in here. I don't know why I want to add this in here, but I just do. I just kind of want something that kind of just looks interesting in this place. Just a cool thing to add, I guess. Okay. Okay, just make sure nothing has dynamic on. No, okay. Save, yes. Okay, make Boolean mesh. Gotta wait for that. He's meowing. Here he comes. Alright, here it is. What do you want? What do you want? So this is a piece we just made. Off you go. Okay. And then I'm just going to DynaMesh this, so we'll do it at 1000. See how that looks. DynaMesh that. Let's wait. Are you doing it? Did it do it? Yeah, okay, cool. I think it did it. Yeah. Maybe 1,000 wasn't enough. No, I don't think it was. Okay. Do it at something redonkulous. Let's go. Let's try it. Let's risk it. How's the gun coming along? Hey, Conceptual, it's doing good. Is it possible to turn off this accidental zoom? It happens to me a lot when geometry is quite heavy. Oh, it's when the geometry is heavy. I have no idea, Bazooka. There's probably somewhere that you can go to, I guess, bug report it. I'll mention it on the, oops. I'll mention it on the Slack and see if anybody else has done it, because the fact that you said when its geometry is quite high, that's probably very helpful in finding out what it is. Because I don't think I've had that happen before, but I haven't worked on anything that's like crazy high res yet, so. Just gonna smooth this all out. This bottom part doesn't matter because you're not gonna see it. So I don't care too much about how it looks. Oh, why didn't this one work? Oh! Something didn't come with it. Okay. God, we have to live Boolean now. Because I missed a piece. Ah, did you guys just make a collab? Because that's awesome. By the way, I'm getting quite into ZBrush these days, currently making rocks. Ooh, show pictures. I want to see pictures. All right, is this the right one? Yes. That's gonna get screwed up, but. DynaMesh it again. Do 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 do. Ah, come on. I have to turn off the DynaMesh button. Make sure that doesn't happen. Do, 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 do. Okay. Just make sure it's all nice and soft. All right. So now we have this piece. Let's duplicate that. And then now we're going to ZBrush it. So bring it down quite low. Save it first. Oh no, I can't read your name because it's too dark on the chat. Gabble, we are... Oh, I touched something while it was doing something. Oops. No, we're okay, cool. So we are just making the kind of like a clip for our gun. So we're working on this concept. We're making this top piece here. So let's ZBrush that. Can a dragon wear trousers? Can a fish swim? I think they can wear trousers. I think you can do whatever you want. I actually own the Twitch account Tickless Pickles, but forgot the password and was too lazy to retrieve it. What? Why would you do that? Can't you just have it sent to an email and then it will do it for you? I can't imagine how lazy... I would be much lazier to create another account. That's pretty bad. I'll do it a bit higher. Let's do it at 0.5. And then ZBrush it. Because that was a bit messed up. Just gotta wait for that again, sorry. Panzea, how you doing? What program are you using? This is ZBrush. Drinks from a unicorn chalice. But yeah, hopefully we can do this. My legs are getting stiff. Dude, me too. All right, that looks way better. And now let's go in. Divide it up a few times, go down to 2. Right. Let's project some stuff. Go up. It's always so worrying when it does that. All right, cool. Last one. Let's save it before our last one, just in case, because that was a little bit worrying. What does ZBrush do? ZBrush basically remeshes your mesh. It's kind of like it's auto retopology, basically. Don't crash while I'm saving. Thank you. Project. Good, thanks. Just been working on the ArtStation challenge. Ooh, I want to see updates. Show me, 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 show me. Show me, show me, show me, please. Show me. It doesn't clean up your mesh's topology because it's automatic. It's not the best topology. It just does what it thinks is the best. Don't worry, guys. Give it a minute. All is safe. All is well. It will do it. It's not crashed. It will do it. It will work. Ah! Ay! Ay! Okay, cool. No funny business. Everything is looking stellar. Sweet. Happy with that. You can delete this then. All right, let's do the same to this piece. DynaMesh it. This up a little bit because I broke that. All right, cool. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing we did before. We can probably do this in a 0.2. Not a lot of progress so far, but here we go. All right, cool. When this is remeshed, I'll open it and I'll take a look. Did the stream die? Is it back? Because it was doing a thing. I'm sorry. Struggled with that one a little bit. God damn it. Saving stuff. Okay. That's that done. So let's go back to this and then we can delete all of this. Grab these, delete that. Grab this, delete that. Okay, and then let's append it. So let's save. Now that that's all done. All right, cool. Let's have a look. This is Pansias and this one is Angels. Okay. Ah! She's got owls for hands. That's amazing. No, they're cats. Okay. Oh, their mouths glow. That's pretty cool. That's actually really cool. I'm really excited for that. That is insane. I'd say her hands are too small. I know you're going to replace them with cats, but I'd make her hands bigger. And she looks a little bit like she's going to fall forward. So maybe fix her legs or rotate her torso back a bit. But yeah, she looks awesome, man. Looks amazing. What's this one? Like, you got feedback. Get out. No, I think the block out's looking really good. Looking cool. Concepts by Liza. Nah, that concept's amazing. Let's have a look. I never saw any of these. Oh my god, that person's got a cat for a body, but also that is amazing. That's actually amazing. Oh, I saw somebody working on this one. That's cool. Those are really cool. How long do we have? Oh my god, we only have 8 minutes left. Okay. What am I doing? Append. Cool. This is a laptop because I want to lay down. Oh my god, if I had a... I want a laptop just so I can lay down and do stuff. That's what I want. Okay, so... all the pieces are in. I just need to build something that these can attach to so they don't look kind of floaty and weird. But I think that we're pretty much done. It's just polish now. Just add some more details. Some more screws and some more seams. Then we have to add the keychains to the bottom of this as well. And then we have pretty much completed it. So yeah, after this point, it would just be detailing. So I just got to pick where I want to put my details. Don't know if I just want to do that and just have it slot into the top maybe. I think that works. Bring this in. Just hide it. But yeah, that's pretty much it done. All we have to do now is, like I said, more details. I might add something to the stock. I don't know yet. I have to fix this piece up a little bit because if you look in here, there's faceting going on. So I need to fix that. I might add a seam down the middle. I don't know. I might add a seam down the middle of this. I don't know. There's like some extra polish stuff that I think I want to do, but I just need to design, which a lot of the time I'll do by painting over the top of it. And I'll just decide where I want to put all of that detail. But a lot of the fun and a lot of the cool stuff comes when you texture it, and that's what makes it look awesome. So we have 4 minutes left. How many polys this model will be how many polys will this model be in game? As many as I need, really. If you imagine this as being, this is a third person game, so I wouldn't need a lot, but you do get pretty close to the model. So I'm reckoning this will definitely be at least like maybe 10,000. I don't know. Maybe 10,000 is what I'm kind of roughly saying, but that's just in general. Could be a lot less, could be a lot more. I don't know. Probably don't want to go over 10,000 though. Kind of new to sculpting and I have some questions, but I need to send you a pic with a character that I'm working on at the moment. Well, we only have 3 minutes left, so maybe tweet at me? I don't know. Because after this, I'm running away, I'm going out. I have to go out to town center, so. Is this getting textured on stream eventually? Yeah, that's gonna be done on my stream, not this one. Because I have to retopo it, and I don't retopo it in ZBrush or Maya, so, and then I have to unwrap it and then texture it, which is done in Photoshop, so. All that stuff will be done on my own channel. And yeah, just gotta design some details. Let's save this, and I can show you guys what I'm working on my channel right now. So few minutes, I know we got 2 more. Let's show. Whoa, perfect. Oh, that's not even it. 1 minute. No, this is not going to Gully. So this is what I'm working on my channel right now. So we're just doing stylized hair. I want to do a whole bunch of hair studies, and that's kind of where this has come from. So if you want to see more of this, this is what I'm working on my channel. I'm going to work on this a little bit tomorrow morning, maybe tonight. And we've got to build, I've got to finish her ponytail, and then I have to figure out what I want to do for her fringe, because I'm just not sure yet. But, and the braids I haven't even touched yet, so that's going to be fun. But everything that ties up into the ponytail is pretty much almost done, so. I was going to say pretty much done, and then I saw this piece and I was like, ooh, I want to mess with that a little bit. But yeah, if you want to see more of this kind of thing, this is what I'm doing on my channel, which is Unicorn Devs. You can follow me on that. If you want to see more ZBrush stuff by lots of different awesome people, make sure to follow the Pixelogic channel. If you haven't got ZBrush and you want to try it, there is a trial down below of the video, so you can download that. That's for 45 days. Next up on the ZBrush channel, who do we have? It's just me today. Whoa, normally there's somebody who joins me. So tomorrow there isn't anything. On Monday we have at 8 PM PT. We have sculpting, printing, and ZBrush with 4R8 with T.S. Whittlesbach, which I'm terrible at saying his name, and he's gonna murder me. But his stuff is insane. This is a new streamer, and he does like really cool jewelry stuff. So you definitely want to check out his work, because look at this. This is insane. This is too cool. That's printed. It's immense. So make sure that you tune in on Monday to go and see some of that. If you want to find me on my own channel, it's Unicorn Dev, or Twitter and Instagram is Unicorn Dev Games. So thank you so much for hanging out, guys. I will see you next week. I think I'm here next week. Am I here next week? Yes, it's the week after I'm not there. So see you guys next week. Thank you so much for hanging out and have a good day. Okay, bye. Press up.